live this morning on KFMK in Houston.
Over 8,000 people right here in my backyard. H-Town, baby. And so now it's time for us to accelerate and to put your dreams in motion. All that we're gonna do in 2020 starts right now. We're gonna put them in motion. 1, 2, 3.
We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. But there's so much more that we can do with IGO, and we're gonna do it.
U stands for something. Loyalty. Unity. And edification.
Yeah, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They tryna catch up, but ain't fast enough. We don't win, it's unanimous. Alright, threw a boomerang and hopped on a plane with somewhere it never rains. Yeah, we
So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Earlene and Holton Bugs Day.
Yeah, foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated.
My name is Spencer Iverson. I'm calling you or participating all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and I know we have people who are dialed in from all over the world on tonight. And we are super thrilled to have you with us. Over the next few minutes, we're going to share with you a little bit about what is now the fastest growing project, home-based project anywhere in the world, and the timing really could not be better. If you're on this line and you're not currently a part of our iBoomerang family, someone thought enough of you to make you one of our VIP guests on tonight. Again, we do these multiple times throughout the day so that we can help you, the TSA, build your business, and then you, the prospect, the guest, the VIP guest, to understand it more completely. We oftentimes ask individuals, if you were forming a company and you wanted to identify your board of directors, who would the 8 to 10 people be that you would want to initially serve as your board of directors? And so if you're a guest on tonight, it says a whole lot about who you are and what people think of you that you're on this call. We're on this webinar on today. A little bit about my background. I was born in Texas, but I was raised in South Georgia. I went to Georgia Tech undergrad, where I received a degree and a couple of degrees, one in finance with a concentration in marketing. And I went on to go to law school at Mercer University, where I practiced as a sports attorney for the better part of 10 years. I hold a couple of patents. I've taken a company public and sold it. I've been in the home-based business industry now for over 26 years. I've authored a couple of books. I have a CD series out called Success Illustrated. And I was formerly the CEO of my own home-based business, on my own network marketing company. And we sold that in the 3rd quarter of 2018. I don't tell you any of that to impress you. I really don't. But it gives you some context as to where the information is coming from on today. I've been blessed to have done a lot of different things in business. And this project happens to be something that I have in my financial portfolio, along with other things that I take advantage of and participate in. And so what we want to do is get started with our disclaimer, okay, so that we can share with you in more detail all of the great things about this particular project. So let me get that available for you guys. Hold on. All right. I don't want you to see that first, so hold on just a second. All right. All right, here we go. Now, here's our disclaimer. Any information that you see on tonight, guys, as it relates to income, because we're going to be talking about some serious income. We're going to talk about different ways that you can get paid using this model. Understand this, that this is not a get rich quick scheme. You're going to get out of this project exactly what you put into it. And so this is our disclaimer regarding that. And I'll be talking about this disclaimer as we get to the appropriate parts of the presentation. Guys, we feel that it's time for network marketing as we know it to evolve. Evolve is more of a positive change. We want network marketing, the industry, to get better. And I know that we have thousands of people who are watching this around the world. Some of you are guests and you've had some experience in a home-based project. And some of it's been good. Some of it may have not been so good. Some of it maybe has to do with the fact that there was a lot of recruiting or selling that was involved. Maybe you got involved at the wrong time. Maybe you got involved with the wrong company. But either way, there's no right or wrong, because in any case, you have some experience that you can draw on and build from. We feel that it's time for the network marketing industry to evolve. You see, we want to be able to offer you a first-class consumer experience for our customers. Think about it. Think about places where you like to shop. Think about places you like to spend your money. You typically like to spend your money in places that either offer you a great price and treat you really good. Great price and great service. When you find those two things existing in a store, you patronize that store over and over and over again. Well, same concept here. We want to make sure that we're maintaining a very high standard of customer care with iBoomerang. And another component is the fact that we want to have success without selling. Why is that so important to us? Because we understand that the average person who gets involved in a home-based business, they have a tremendous fear of two things: public speaking and selling. Guys, I don't like selling because you know my story. I don't like rejection. I don't like hearing no, just like the next person. And so in that case, to help resolve that issue, we look for products and services. And I know this is going to sound like a cliche. We look for products and services that sell themselves. You'll see why and how in just a moment. You see, what we're doing is we're taking the industry from the taxi cab era. See, that's the old era. There's a transition happening right now, even in that industry. And we call it the taxi cab era because that was the era in network marketing where customers always paid more. And the only way you won in a typical home-based project is if you were a big builder, if you were a big recruiter, if you weren't one of those superstars that could sign up 100 people in 30 days and build a massive organization and command audiences of thousands around, then a lot of times, guys, you just had no shot. You had no shot. When does the playing field truly become level? Because see, what we're doing is we're shifting this now to the modern era where everybody has to win. The company has to win, obviously. The people in the business, the TSAs, the distributors, or whatever a company calls them, they have to win. But here's the customers also has to win. It has to be a win, win, win. And see, in our model, we built the model where we only make money when our customers save money. Now, that is such a mind-blowing concept. Think about it. We only get paid when our product works. And what the company is doing is giving us the technology to help our ambassadors succeed. Guys, everything rises and falls on leadership. Harvard University lists 5 criteria when you're evaluating a business, when you're evaluating a project. Harvard University lists 5 things that you should look for. Can you guess what number 1 is on that list? If you already know the answer, put it in the chat. If you watched any of the videos I've done, you should know the answer to that. What is number 1? Number 1 is leadership. But hashtag leadership, guys. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Companies become great companies because of great leadership. Basketball, football, baseball teams become great teams because of great leadership, great coaches. We are a great company. You know why? Because of the vision of the man on the screen. His name is Mr. Houghton Buggs. I'm blessed to have known Mr. Houghton Buggs for now more than 14 years. Myself, Mr. Buggs, and Mr. Haynes, we met each other in another, ironically enough, travel-related company over 14, 15 years ago. And the one thing I tell audiences all over the world is that Houghton Bugs is the same person today as he and Erlene were 14 to 15 years ago. Edwin Haynes, the same man he is today as he was 14, 15 years ago. Look at the timeline of Mr. Bugs' story. For 7 years, from 1990 to 1997, he didn't make over $500 in any given month in a project. What does that tell you guys? That even the greats had to cultivate their talents. Michael Jordan had to learn how to dribble a basketball. Michael Jordan had to work on his crossover and develop proper form. He had the innate ability already, but he had to cultivate those skills. So even Mr. Bugs, in his first 7 years in the industry, didn't start off making millions. He was working on personal self-development, so much so that in 1997, 7 years later, he developed this winning formula based on experience he had garnered over the past few years. Then in 2009, he got involved in a project where he had record-breaking earnings and sales for a period of 10 years. He created the environment for more than 45 families to earn more than $1 million a year, year over year. And then on March the 11th of last year, he finally had this epiphany with his wife to say, hey, listen, we should start our own company. We're tired of making money for everybody else. I'm the best in the world at what I do. There are so many people that we still want to help. And they started iBoomerang. And guys, we have been off and running, breaking and setting records across the industry for growth and leadership. Guys, talking about leadership more, look at this example of our leadership team. Obviously, you have Mr. Houghton Bugs, Mr. T. Gray, VP of Operations, Mark Kithcart, amazing, brilliant marketing genius. You have David Manning, who's working with our travel company. Peter Hurst, our Chief Giving Officer. He's also an attorney. Edwin Haynes serves as our Global Master Ambassador. And then Lori Spears is our Director of Travel with over 30 years of travel experience. Guys, I would put that leadership team up against the leadership in any Fortune 500 company. About a year ago, I was flown into Dallas, Texas with my partner, Jonathan Green, and we walked into a boardroom. There were about 5 or 6 other individuals there, and Mr. Bugs was the host of honor. And matter of fact, this is what this company looked like, right? It looked like a blank sheet of paper. It was a blank. There was no company name. There was no logo, no comp plan. We didn't even know what the product was. All we knew was that the Michael Jordan of the home-based industry was sitting at the head of the table. He had just announced that he was about to start for the very first time his own company. He was going to champion that company as its founder and CEO. And all I could think about, oh my gosh, what is going to be the product? He started telling us about his vision, about how he's going to create a $50 billion company, how he's going to create more millionaires in this company than any other company in the history of the home-based business industry. He had my full attention. And so as he began to talk, I wanted to know how he was going to bring all of these things to life. And it starts with the PRIB. See, the PRIB is our trademark name for Perpetual Residual Income Builder, meaning that all of the goods and services that we bring into the mix with iBoomerang are going to provide for us not just residual income. Somebody put in your chat, perpetual. That's the key word. Because here's what we learned. See, here's what we knew in that room. Our bills are perpetual. My bills are residual. Therefore, I need perpetual residual income coming into my household to take care of these perpetual residual bills. Almost asked for amen. I'd say, guys, that's good stuff right there, right? So we had to make sure that we had goods and services that we add to the mix that's going to give us this residual income. And how will we do that? See, right now, what's happening in the business world, I'm a partner in a hedge fund. And one of the things that we look at on a daily basis are data analytics. We use artificial intelligence. And here in iBoomerang, we're also adding in a third component of world-class people power, human capital, to help us achieve this. And here's what the PRIB is going to do for us. It's going to help with the selling and upselling and the follow-up. It's going to, when you enroll someone, the PRIB is going to help with the welcome, the orientation. It's going to help with the training. Anybody who needs to do an upgrade, it's going to keep us abreast of all the great events. And all of that means retention. I talked about retention a little bit more this morning on the morning inspirational call. That arc, right? That boat is our retention. This is the vehicle. iBoomerang and the PRIB helps with that retention. Now, what's going to be the front door? You see, we're really a technology company. I don't want anybody to miss that. If you're listening to this presentation as a guest, we are a technology company, and we're going to, using the technology that we have available and some of the technology that we're going to create that's proprietary to us, we're going to add different business verticals, different goods and services to give us the residual income that we all love to have. The first vertical that we are entering into, guys, is the world of travel. When Mr. Bugg said, Spencer, Jonathan, we're going to start this vision off in the wonderful world of travel. Are you guys in? I said, man, let me think about it. Yes. It was that quick. Let me think about it. Yes. That was all I needed to know. Houghton Bugs, opportunity of a lifetime, and travel to start off with. Travel is the world's largest industry. It's an $8 trillion per year industry. Look at the United States, $2.8 billion a day. That's about $30 million a second. Every second that goes by, over $30 million is spent in online travel. You don't need a lot of time to elapse to do well in travel. But here's where we've been fooled for years. There are two primary companies that have been fooling people around the world for years. You see them on your screen: Booking Holdings and the Expedia Group. These two companies dominate the online booking space with over 90% of the business. Here's what I mean. And they give you great prices. They really do. But here's the catch. They give you great retail prices. If you're a business owner, you understand business fundamentals, you understand that there are two pricing models in the world. There's retail pricing. That's the pricing that a company offers to its end user, to its customers. But then there's also wholesale pricing. That's the price that the company pays to acquire that good or service. Guys, what would you rather have? Would you rather pay retail, or would you rather pay wholesale? Obviously, the answer is wholesale. So what happens is Booking Holdings and the Expedia Group, they give you great prices on retail. And they even have the audacity to put up comparison sites like Booking.com, Kayak, Priceline, Agoda. All of that is under the same company. It's all the same company. And you think you've saved $5, $10, $15 when really all they've done is played with the numbers, and they're still winning because there are amazing margins available on retail travel. But guys, thanks to the vision of a Houghton Bugs, we have a relationship with a company out of California where we get great prices on, check this out, wholesale travel, guys, where when you become a partner with iBoomerang, you can save up to 70% on your own personal travel. See, we get amazing deals. We pass those savings and those benefits on to you. Let's look at some examples. New York City, 4.5 star hotel. They asked $339 per night. We said, quit playing. We're going to pay you $178, a savings of over $161. Another 4-star hotel there. And we said, look, we're going to, let's see, where was that at? We said, no, we're not going to pay you that in Paris, France. Travelocity, they want a $440 a night. We said, we're going to give you $130, a savings of $310. Top New York rental car agency in New York, rentalcars.com. Guys, they wanted over $392 for the week. We said, stop. We're not going to do that. $221 is what we'll pay, a savings of $171. Guys, we can do this all day, every day. We have over 550,000 customers around the world. Customers, people who just simply enjoy the product. I challenge you to find any company on planet Earth, any home-based business on planet Earth, who in their first 12 months have amassed a legitimate, keyword being legitimate, over 500,000 true customers who use the product. They don't care about signing up in a deal. They don't care about, an auto ship. They just say, look, your product is so good that I'm going to keep using it over and over as a customer. Guys, that's amazing. Listen, as I mentioned earlier, when you become a member of iBoomerang, you become a member of the world's most powerful online travel club, where you're going to save up to 70% on your travel and other items like hotels, rental cars, cruises, vacation homes. We have like Airbnb style homes. You get some for weeks at a time. Timeshare owners. We have a marketplace. And guys, in our marketplace, we have things like a wine club. We give you access to gift cards, restaurant savings. One of my personal favorites. You can play golf, book tea times. Guys, so much more. It's a comprehensive website that we cater to your needs. And here's the thing. Another industry first. Guys, we know that people are going to go and do their comparison shopping. We know that when somebody looks for travel, they're going to go and look at Expedia, Orbitz, and Booking.com to make sure they're getting the best price. Because here's what we know. There will be some times when you go to our website and you will find better price, slightly better prices elsewhere. Don't fret, because we can't win every time. That would be called a monopoly. It's illegal. So there has to be some competitive give and take in the industry, right? So understand this. On that rare occasion that we lose, we offer you a 110% price match guarantee. That's right. You find a better price, same day, same resort, same time frame. We'll match that price and still give you an extra 10%. Guys, that's a big boom right there, guys. I love the fact that our product works absolutely positively every single time. Let's talk money real quick. Let's talk money real quick. Let me start trying to crystallize this for you in your mind so you can understand really why this is going viral around the world. As many of you know, I'm an avid golfer. And so I'm going to go to my iGo platform. Now understand, I'm in the deal. In this example, I'm in the business. I am a TSA, a travel savings ambassador. I came in first class. That means I now have access to all of the benefits where I can save up to 70% on my travel. So I'm going to go to Cancun here in this example. I want to play some golf. I'm just like the average person. I'm going to go and do some research, see if I can find a better price. When I look on the internet, on those heavily advertised sites, the best price I can find is $1,046. Oh, let me go check my iGo site. I go and check. Our site has it for $621, a savings of 37% or $424. I'm super excited. Now, I don't want to go to Cancun by myself. So I'm going to call my buddy Mikey. Mikey's a good golfer. Mikey, look, I'm going to Cancun to play golf. You want to go? Dude, I was just thinking to myself, man, I would love to go to Cancun and play golf. And then you call me. So guess what? He's going to Cancun with me. Here's what's going to happen. Mikey's not in the business. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Mikey my customer. So I'm going to give Mikey a boomerang. Just like in Australia, the concept is you throw the boomerang and it comes back. Well, what do we throw out here in iBoomerang? We throw out savings, and what comes back to us? Cash. Guys, so listen, I'm going to give my buddy Mikey a 6-digit code. Making Mikey my customer costs him nothing. It's just like Uber. How much did it cost you to put the Uber app on your phone? $0. How much did it cost you to put the Lyft app on your phone? $0. What are they hoping? That when you think of when you're in a different city and you need to go from A to B, or even if you're in the same city and you need a ride, you can use that app on demand for free and just simply pay for the transaction. Same concept here. I give him the boomerang for free. He goes and he does his research, and guess what? Mikey finds the best price he can find is $1,046. Oh, my buddy Spence gave me this boomerang. So he goes to the website. He inputs his information to create a profile. He does his search. Now, as my customer, number one, he's my customer for life. Number two, he's going to be able to save up to 35% on the travel destinations that he would like. So he goes and he finds that same trip for $834, a savings of 18% or $212. The question now, is Mikey excited? Of course, Mikey is excited because he just saved $212. Well, here's how that breaks down. Since my buddy Mikey saved $212, and since I personally made him my customer for life for free, we make 50% of whatever our customers save. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Our product has to work for us to get paid. If Mikey had saved $1, I would have made 50 cents. If he had saved 10,000, I would have made 5,000. In this case, I made $106. The additional money goes into other aspects of our comp plan. 15% goes back to the company. Guys, an absolutely amazing paradigm shift that's happening around the world in the home-based business industry with iBoomerang. Now, we have a couple of models. Because remember, I said earlier, some of you have been involved in home-based projects before, and you didn't win because the company forced you to become a recruiter. They forced you to try to turn into a salesperson or a scientist, and you had to explain, how the sun has to hit your arm at the right angle in 90 degrees for this patch to activate. Or we found this new berry that was buried deep in the Amazon Brazilian rainforest, and when you drink the juice, stop. Guys, that's selling. We don't have to sell. People are going to travel with or without us. Let me address this real quick, because I'm getting this even in my daily practice. Okay, there are people, and then guys, listen, we understand the severity and the serious nature of the coronavirus. And we're asking everyone to make sure that you listen to our government officials, or officials, your local officials, as to what the mandates are, so that we can quickly stem the tide and turn this thing around. And obviously, we're keeping everybody in prayer. Okay, so however, there are some who are saying, well, Mr. Iverson, I get calls 2 or 3 a day. Mr. Iverson, why would I get involved in the business right now? Ain't nobody traveling. Okay, stop, guys. That is the worst mindset position that you could have, because you're being reactive. You're being reactive. Wealthy people think proactively. Those who have the wealthy mindset, they think proactively. In 2008, when the real estate market was going down, people who were thinking proactively were buying real estate because it was on sale. Right now, while the stock market is going down, people like myself are buying stock. Why? Because we know it's going to go back up. It's cyclical. Right now, while people have slowed down their travel, we know that it is inevitably going to pick back up. When they release us from these quarantines and people can go outside and travel and get on planes and move about, listen, there won't be an airport in America that can stand and hold the rush of individuals who are going to take these trips. And we need to be in position right now. Now is the perfect time to get in position before the wave, before the masses. So we have a customer acquisition model. Here's how it works. Let's say you're not a big builder, but you know 10 people who travel. You make them your customers for free. They take one trip where they save about $600 on average per trip. That's going to come up to on average, about $3,000 of bonuses paid to you from simply having 10 customers, guys. Again, we're not making any guarantees. This is an example, but guys, it's a realistic example. And you can scale this. What if you had 100 customers with the same variables? And you're looking at $30,000. What if you had 1,000 customers, like some individuals do in our company already? We have people right now who have over 1,500, 1,600, 1,800 customers. We have individuals who, over the next few years, as people begin to book more and more trips, they're going to make 6 figures in bonuses every year and never recruit one person. Guys, that's an amazing concept in network marketing. But obviously, we have the builders. Those of you who want to build a team and earn more residual income. Let's say you build a team of 50 individuals. Those 50 people simply go out there and get 10 customers. Guys, I've never been involved in a company where that company said, give the product away for free. Give the product away for free. Why? Because at the end of the day, what we really want people to do is to book travel. So those 50 people go and acquire 10 free customers. We run that through our compensation plan. You're looking at about $20,000 in commissions from a team of just 50 people. Now, if you have had any relative success in network marketing, this slide should absolutely have you flipping, jumping over your couch and doing cartwheels. You know why? Because I know there's someone out there who's built a team of 100. There's somebody watching this video right now, you built a team of 1,000. There's some people who I've sent this video to and other videos like it who've built teams of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. You start extrapolating those numbers into this model. I'm gonna give you a real example. In the business where I met Houghton Buggs and Edwin Haynes, I had an organization of 40,000 people. I was a number 10 money earner out of about 250,000 people. Okay, I took those numbers and I ran them through this compensation plan. Guys, listen to this. And that was several years ago. If I had that team in this compensation plan, I would be making about $16 million per year. Somebody say, boom. Guys, let me tell you something. That's amazing to see that in a different model with the same work output, you can have exponentially more money. That's why we're attracting the likes of top industry earners like Johnny Wimbrey, who is already making $200,000 a month and says, why be satisfied with $200,000 a month when I'm worth $2 million plus a month? That's called a clue in my world, guys. My goodness, that's good stuff. Listen, people called us the Uber of travel for so long that we bought a ride share company. That's right, Houghton Buggs, about 6 or 7 months ago, bought a ride share company called Vibe Rides, guys. So we have entered into the ride share industry. Is not going anywhere. It's not a fad. It's a trend. It's going to be here for a long, long time. That's another vertical that we're adding into the residual income coming into the crib. Look at this data. The rideshare industry is growing to over $1.2 trillion. There are currently over 98 million riders and over 5 million drivers in the rideshare industry, and it's rapidly expanding and growing every single day. But in most cases, whether you drive for Uber or Lyft, you make money one way: when you drive. You drive, that transaction occurs, you get paid. Here's what we're doing. Not only are we paying drivers more money for each transaction, you can build a team of drivers and earn money every time they drive. It's like owning your own taxi cab company. And then there's two participants in every ride, right? There's a driver and there's a rider. So you can even refer other riders and make them your customers. So guess what? As we scale this out around the country and then ultimately different parts of the world, you can have hundreds and you can have thousands of individuals who you have as customers who are taking vibe rides every day, and you're making money and you're looking, and that daily pay is coming in now. And you're seeing this just ratchet up because you've built a huge customer base, guys. Absolutely amazing. Here's how a $100 fare breaks down. $75 goes to the driver. Whoever referred the driver earns an additional $3, and another $3 goes into our drive share pool, which is shared in other aspects of the compensation plan. But then look at the rider side. Somebody had to refer that rider and make him or her their customer. When that happens, now whoever referred that rider gets $3, and then another $3 goes into the ride share pool. Guys, there's so many. Go back to the concept of the PRIP, perpetual residual income. Right? Begin to think not about just one transaction, begin to think about the dozens and then the hundreds and then the thousands that are going to be taking place over time. Guys, this is about investing time in your business. This is not about getting involved today and then making millions tomorrow or by the end of the month. I'm looking over at the next 3 to 5 years. I'm excited about the next 3 to 5 years. I can envision myself with this project over the next 3 to 5 years, having teams of tens, if not hundreds of thousands, having millions of customers in my team, not just the company, in my organization. You should be thinking about the same thing. So the question now is, do you boomerang? Yes, I boomerang. Resoundingly, I boomerang. Guys, we have other marketing tools that we have out, like these smart codes where people can scan them and that'll take them directly to where they can become your customer, either as a traveler or as a driver with Vibe, or even as a passenger or a rider with Vibe. Let's talk a little bit about the money, and then we'll get ready to close out the call. We have this new Fast Start Accelerator bonus that's just, it's amazing. It's a payout matrix that pays you down through 7 different levels. And for the sake of this example, I am going to sign up someone at business class. That's a $500 one-time investment. That person obviously represents my first level. So we get paid every week in iBoomerang. Every Monday, our commissions are uploaded to our e-wallets. So since I signed up my friend, let's say Mary, at business class, I now am eligible to earn a $45 Fast Start bonus. Okay, outstanding. That's great. But now watch this. Mary goes out and signs somebody up at business class. Well, for Mary, that person represents their level 1, her first level. So Mary's going to make that $45. That new person represents my second level. I'm going to make $9. Well, let's say that new person signs up somebody at business class. Well, that new person is going to make 45. That person that I signed up to make 9, I'm going to make 6. Guys, what this means is that you will have hundreds of people, eventually thousands of people coming into your business every day around the world. And as long as they fall in one of those 7 levels, you will get paid. Guys, doesn't matter if they're on your left, on your right, that doesn't matter. As long as they fall into one of your 7 levels and come in at coach, business, or first class, somehow, some way, you get paid, guys. That's why it's really important to have lots of activity going on all the time throughout your business. Now, concurrently with that going on, we have something called a binary or dual team bonus, where you're literally building 2 teams. And I talked about the person, Noah, who had the world's first binary 2x2, right? So guys, it's evolved over time. We told you all we were excited about the evolution, of network marketing. And this is a part of that. Our binary is amazing. A binary is built for speed. So this is you at the top. This is you at the top. And you're building 2 teams, a left team and the right team. If you're a guest out there, you want to pay particular attention to this, because this part of the presentation is about timing and positioning. This part of the presentation is about giving you first movers advantage. How many of you, honestly speaking, have ever been involved in a project in its first year in a company with this kind of momentum? I know I never have. Now I've started, my own company. I've been involved in other, but not with this kind of momentum, guys, not with this kind of leadership, and not with a product that makes this kind of sense. So guys, you want to go ahead. So let's say we were launching, let's call this young lady, Mary. If this is Mary, and I would say to Mary, look, we're gonna start something called Project 500 for you, Mary. We're gonna launch you this week. And what we're gonna do, Mary, is we're gonna help you build an organization of 400 to 500 people over the next 90 to 120 days. So the question to you guys out there, would you want to be on the top, or would you want to be on the bottom? Here's how that works. I'm going to put persons A and B, one on my left, A on my left, B on my right. Let's say I come in, Spencer Iverson comes in, I'm person C. And let's say I do 40,000 in volume my first week. Well, guess what happens? Obviously, I generated 40,000, but person A, who made a decision before Spencer Iverson did, they also will get credit for 40,000 in volume on the left, and so will Mary. Guys, the sooner you get in, the sooner you could potentially benefit from people falling under you and you getting credit for the volume that they produce, and it all rolls up on the left or on the right. Only issue with the dual team, guys, is that it's capped off at $1 million a month. Oh my gosh. I know, I get, I can hear it out there. I get it. Guys, I know some of you would struggle at $1 million a month in the binary. Now the matrix is, there's no cap, but here I know we'd go to clipping the coupons and cutting back on the cheese on the cheeseburger. I get it, when things we have to cut back on. But if you can hold on for $1 million a month, you'd really appreciate this dual team cap, right? Guys, listen, how do you get started? Guys, all of our packages include a $49.95 standby, I called it an admin fee, to help you get started. But guys, look, we've got 3 packages. You want to get a real seat on the plane, guys? You want to get a real seat on the plane? We've got 3 packages to help you get started. The first package is Coach. When you come in at Coach, your business, your travel club will include access to hotels, flights, and rental cars. You're going to get 10 boomerangs to give out to family and friends. Obviously, the more boomerangs you have, the bigger the customer base you can build. You're going to be able to earn 10% in the dual team starting off. One-time investment of just $250 plus your $49.95 admin fee, bringing the total to $299.95. Now, understand about these boomerangs, guys. Sometimes the question comes up, well, Mr. Iverson, what happens when I run out of boomerangs? Great question. Guys, we always have incentives going on during the month. Sometimes there are building bonuses where if you recruit, 1 or 2 people, we'll give you 30, 40, 50 boomerangs, all kinds of specials running. We have boomerangs for sale, all types of packages. So there will never be an opportunity for you where you don't have the opportunity to get more boomerangs, okay? You'll always have the opportunity to get more. Business class, coming in business class, guys, your travel club will include everything you see at Coach, but now we're going to add all the cruise lines. So if you like the cruise, you want to definitely take advantage and come in at least at business class. We're going to give you more boomerangs. Now we're going to give you 25 boomerangs. We're going to pay you even more money in the dual team at 12%, one-time investment of just $500, plus your $49.95 admin fee, bringing it to $549.95. Or you can come in first class, guys. That is our most popular package. Our most popular package is first class. Why? Because you get the benefit of everything we have to offer. The Airbnb style homes, access to the timeshares, the marketplace with the tea times and the restaurant coupons, everything we have to offer. You get a whopping 50 boomerangs to give away to family and friends. You come in at the highest pay position in the dual team before you get to the leadership levels. One-time investment of just $1,000 plus your $49.95 admin fee, bringing the total to $1,049. What's your ongoing expenses? Your only ongoing expense is just $99.95 every month. Guys, listen, I've been involved in projects where they wanted you to spend $500 for product. I was involved in this coffee company. I can't tell you the name, but the initials were Organo Gold. But anyway, I was in this company, and man, I had so much coffee. Look, I mean, I don't even drink coffee. You probably could not fill a cup with all the sips I've had in my life. I'm just not a coffee drinker, but I got involved, with Houghton. I got involved too late, no problem. But man, there was a program that wanted me to buy $500 worth of coffee every month. And for a little while I was doing it, but I couldn't keep, I had coffee everywhere. So once that program and that project ran its course, I was still left with a bunch of coffee. So I'm a pretty creative guy. I think I'm pretty smart. And so, the kids would come around my neighborhood, and there's only, 20 homes in this neighborhood, and the kids would want to go trick or treating on Halloween. And so they would come to my house, and they didn't get Snickers, lollipops, and Reese's cups. No, they got mocha, black, or latte. That's what they. I was gonna get rid of this coffee somehow, some way. But anyway, guys, don't do that. We and it was fine. No, guys, $99.95 a month is the only overhead for your business, guys. Remember the pre-up. We're gonna do the welcome, the orientation. We're gonna send out your tax forms. We're doing payroll. We're gonna keep your customers updated about the new travel tips and everything we have to offer, guys. $99.95 is your only recurring expenses. Guys, here's what you want to do. Guys, go ahead and get started. Go ahead and get back with the person who invited you to listen to this. Guys, we're so excited about our positioning, our timing, our leadership, and so should you, right? Get your last few questions asked and answered. But guys, don't develop the poor mentality right now, right? Don't develop POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly, over and over again, because opportunities don't go away. They just go to other people. That's what happens. And we have the team that's here to support you. We have an amazing cast of diamonds that's here every single day on the front lines to help you build your business. We're going to help you with the training. We're going to help you get started. This is not a sign and drive where people sign you up and then drive on to the next person. No, we've got training videos. We've got trainings that happen throughout the day. We have something called Boom TV that's going on right now. We got programming that keeps you informed from 9 o'clock in the morning until late at night, guys. We have all of the tools that you're going to need to give you every chance to succeed with our family. Hey guys, on behalf of my amazing partner, Mr. Jonathan Green, my name is Spencer Iverson from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the family. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.